No, but and on Wednesday, so this past Wednesday, 2 days ago, she was at work, and I called her dad to ask him, because I wanted to meet up with him and ask him, and I got his number out of her phone when she was taking it. And I didn't want her to know that I had put her dad's name in my phone, so I just labeled his name Scary Man with my phone. So I call him, and she's at work, and I'm hoping that we can just have lunch. I can ask him, get over with whatever. And he's like, I told him I was going to be in the area. He's like, you know what, 4:30 works better for me. Can we do 4:30? Now, 4:30 was horrible for me, because Erin gets home at 4, and I would have to make up some long, horrible story, and just, you know, it would be a pain in the ass. So I said, perfect. 4:30 works. You know, I'm scared of this guy. I didn't want to, you know, cause any tension. So I was like, okay, great. So I leave my house, and I leave a note for her saying I'm going to be helping my buddy film this short film thing, just kind of making up a lie. And I get to this coffee place where me and him meet up, and we just kind of bull for about 2 hours, ignoring the fact that I have never called him. You know, that's not weird at all, you know. We both know what the hell's going on, but I'm too nervous, and he's like, ah, whatever, I'll let you spin your wheels, you dumb idiot, you know. For like 2 hours, I'm like, oh yeah, you're driving a Ford, yeah, myself, I got a Chevy Cavalier, I like it. I hate my car, I don't know why I said that, my car's a piece of So I had to work up the courage to ask him, so finally I'm like, all right, you know what, Mr. Donahue, the reason I called you today, and then he interrupted me and he goes, well, I assumed it was just so you could borrow my crescent wrench. And he was obviously joking, but I was so nervous that I kind of didn't realize. I was like, whoa, no. I don't even borrow a wrench. I don't even know what a crescent wrench is. Anything that needs to be done with a crescent wrench on the house, you're coming over to do. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then for a half a second, I'm thinking, does this guy know what I'm asking and he's giving me an out? And also I'm like, no, I wanted to ask Erin if I could marry her, but I wanted to ask you first. And first he starts, he kind of did this thing with his head where he's like, and I like him, he's a great guy, you know, I thought we had a good relationship, and I just assumed this was, you know, this is a formality, but when he went, that's when I thought, oh, whoops, oh. As he starts talking about his daughter, he's like, you know what, she is, my daughter, she is the most important thing to me, and blah, blah, blah. And he's saying all these great things about her, but in my head I'm like, can I marry? What's going on here? Is he gonna answer? You know, and then eventually he goes, yes, of course, it was great. And we switched from drinking coffee to drinking beer at that point, and we're both very happy. It was very exciting. So I come home, and I was supposed to, on my note I left, I said I would be home at 6. It is now 7:45. And she is pissed. So, that was horrible. So I walk in, and I'm all giddy and excited because I just bonded with Scary Man, you know? And I come in, and she doesn't even look at me. She's just like, your dinner's on the counter. You're going to want to microwave it because it's cold. And she goes in the other room, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry we were filming, it went long, and she, you know, and I couldn't, and she was like, well, I don't know why you couldn't just call. Why couldn't you call? And I couldn't tell her why I couldn't call. I could tell you why I couldn't call, because I wasn't about to interrupt him and be like, hang on a second, Joe, I gotta lie to your daughter. This is nothing new. So, wish me luck tomorrow. Boy, that was sucking, she said. No.